matter of minutes, my life changed.
The dunes of Glamis are an inviting playground for off-road enthusiasts. But for Hector Velasco, a springtime trip here 3 years ago forever changed his life.
I just went over a dune and landed up against another dune.
Hector could not feel his legs.
And I looked behind me, and then I looked down, and I was like, oh my God, I just broke my back.
He was flown to Scripps Memorial Hospital in La Jolla, where doctors gave him the bad news.
We got an MRI, a CAT scan right away, and that showed a very severe fracture of the L1 vertebral body. And basically, the L1 vertebral body has been completely crushed down and pushed back into the spinal canal, crushing the lowest portion of the spinal cord. And when that happens, people become paralyzed.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Lokesh Tantawaya knew an operation would help take pressure off Hector's fractured spine.
We decided to put together the team and operate through the night. We operated through the night.
The operation would allow Hector to be able to sit up, but nothing more.
Usually patients with that kind of a fracture are permanently paraplegic.
Even though he had to use a wheelchair, Hector made a promise to his then 4-month-old daughter, Haley.
My goal was to walk along with my daughter.
Doctors say in rare cases, some movement can return during the first few months following a spinal injury. But for Hector, there was no sign of improvement.
The likelihood of a patient's recovering function is slim to none.
But Hector wasn't going to give up.
I would send my signals to the toes, and it was like, I could move my toes, I could move my toes. Gradually, my big toe started moving little by little. And
somehow he's been able to regenerate the neural pathways. And, you know, it took him a very long time to regenerate them.
But 1 year later, Hector's not only out of his wheelchair, he's walking and becoming an accomplished golfer. Whoa.
He is a walking miracle. So I would say he's probably about, 80 to 85% of normal, which is still amazing.
This is my hero. This is my hero.
Hector thanks Dr. Tantawaya for helping him keep his promise to his daughter.
We actually started walking and falling at the same time.
He keeps the wheelchair to remind him how far he's come.
This is it. This was my legs for a while.
Hector's love for his family and his strong spirit somehow made the impossible happen.
It's a God-given miracle. I believed in it hard enough that it did happen.